Well, we'll take a look at how the two sides line up. One change for Western United, and it's a big one. Chloe Lagazzo featuring for the first time in a starting 11 for Western United. She'll also take the captain's armband. That means that Emma Robers drops to the bench and Chiara Di Domizio drops out of the matchday squad. Meanwhile, for Jeff Hopkins, he's named an unchanged starting side from last week, but a huge addition on the bench, Elise Kellon-Knight in her first matchday squad since her Achilles injury 238 days ago. Rosie Curtis drops out of the 16 to make way. Well, it's another cold, rainy and windy day in Melbourne this afternoon. 15 degrees as we take a look at the fans, and they'll be trying to get undercover as much as they can. The City Vista Reserve hasn't stopped them coming out in their numbers, though. A Melbourne derby today, so plenty of fans for both Melbourne Victory and Western United in attendance. They'll be hoping for a game filled with plenty of goals, plenty of action, and an opportunity to see their Matildas heroes as well as the two teams walk out onto the pitch. Chloe Lagazzo, the 55 cap Matilda, starting her first game for Western United and her first in the Liberty A-League since 2020. She scored 3 goals in 6 appearances off the bench last season, and it's wonderful to see her out there from the off today. And there's Rachel Lowe for Melbourne Victory. You get the feeling this could be the season for the 22-year-old. The former Western Sydney Wanderer and Sydney FC midfielder has been a promising player for so long, but this time at new surroundings might be her time to fully deliver on that promise. There's Western United coach Mark Torcaso. He said that he was happy with the way they played overall against Perth, but switching off in key moments cost them the points. He would love that good play to result in tangible points here today. The referees today's central official is Georgia Ghirardello, assisted by Daniel Anderson and Janelle Samut. The fourth official today, Anna-Marie Cayley. And there's Melbourne Victory coach Jeff Hopkins. He'll be left frustrated after his team was outplayed by Brisbane Roar last week, but still, it was only week 1 of a long season, and with another week of training behind them, they could well click the pieces together this afternoon. Well, the two teams awaiting the toss. Kayla Morrison, Melbourne Victory captain there, sharing a joke. I wonder what her success rate is at the tosses. Chloe Lagazzo making her way in, and how wonderful it is to see her not just starting with the captain's armband. She missed last week, not due to fitness issues, but due to a personal reason, and now fit and firing, ready for round 2. Sharing a joke between the two captains of the two teams. Always lovely to see. Kayla Morrison, the American, the championship winning captain for Melbourne Victory. As both teams prepare their final talks in the huddle. Lagazzo last season, even when she wasn't playing, she was a key figure to the squad, on and off the pitch, a motivational figure. She's giving her wise words there as one of their starting players for the first time. Meanwhile, somewhat more subdued huddle for Melbourne Victory. It was a huge upset last time for them against Brisbane Roar, and they'll be hoping to get their season underway this week. We'll head down pitch side now, and the A-Leagues invites you to join in a moment of silence as we remember the innocent victims in Israel and Gaza. We offer our heartfelt sympathies to the victims, their families, and the communities impacted.
The A-Leagues invite you to join in a moment of silence as we remember the innocent victims in Israel and Gaza. We offer our heartfelt sympathies to the victims, their families, and the communities impacted. Thank you.
Well, it's great to see Lydia Williams out on the pitch today. 102 cap Matilda, also featured this week in the A-League's All Access Ripple Effect documentary alongside Courtney Vine and Kaya Simon. Speaking of course, the ripple effect from the Women's World Cup, so successfully hosted by Australia and New Zealand. And what a run that was by the Matildas. Well, we're about to get underway. Melbourne Victory in their white away kit will be kicking off, going from right to left on your screen. Korea Aquino with ball underfoot, and we are underway at City Vista Reserve. The kickoff from Melbourne Victory, an ambitious one, but they'll be hoping to get their first points of the season. Their opponents, Western United, the home team today, also pointless from round one. Both teams have very high standards, two of the best squads in this competition. So many Matildas caps on display today, 284 in total. It certainly will be an exciting clash in Melbourne today. The second competitive meeting. Who can forget round one of last season? We weren't sure what Western United were going to produce, and what they produced was defeating the defending champions. But it is Melbourne Victory now who are holding the ball early and looking to assert their dominance in this one. Checker, new signing of course from Melbourne City. She was the Melbourne City captain last season. Kayla Morrison with the captain's armband, looking long. The line to Rankin, but intercepted. Hannah Keane, last season's Golden Boot winner. Tula Garzo, her first touch of this clash. Hannah Keane will chase that down in vain. It'll be interesting to see this afternoon where Chloe Garzo is utilised, whether that's as a centre forward or as a midfielder, where perhaps we're more used to seeing her in an Australian shirt at least. Young Alana Murphy, one of many Victory players tasked with stopping her. Papadopoulos attempts a cross in, is blocked away. Aquino finds Goad. He'll play it up the line, trying to be chased down by Wynett. Jeff Hopkins said of her performance last week, the American on debut, that she was lively, she was good, but perhaps just needs to learn to not always charge forward and take on the one-on-ones. But it is exciting as a viewer and as a fan to see players like that who are willing to take on defenders in those one-on-one situations. Intercepted by Keane. Taranto across the line, but intercepted herself. It'll go all the way back to Williams. Well, these two teams, they were actually 1 and 2 for crosses last week, so you can expect to see a lot of those long diagonals, those balls out wide, and then the crosses back in the middle to the centre forwards. Hannah Keane is so tall and such a good poacher for Western United. And for Melbourne Victory, well, it's the Japanese Korea Aquino who's tasked with that centre forward position. 31 goals in the NPL Victoria last season, an extraordinary return, and that's what's won her the contract with Melbourne Victory. Checker being pressured by the Garzo, but Williams so calm, just clears it away. This high press from Western United already causing a few problems for Victory. And a turnover, Vlanic. Taranto. Out wide, ball crossed in. Headed away by Morrison. A late challenge perhaps, but waved away by the referee. Rankin will look to bring it forward. Now here's Mel Taranto on a tear. Out wide again for Johnson. just overcooked that pass, did Kelly Johnson, and Victory with the goal kick. Johnson, 2 goals last season, still young, still only 19 years of age. Showed glimpses of her promise last time around. It looks like Ligazo is at that centre forward position, so she'll be the focal point of Western United's attack. You wonder if she'll be fit and able to play the full 90 minutes. Mark Tuakazo said during the week that she was fit and firing and ready to go, but perhaps not 100% match fit, which is completely understandable. 6 appearances for Western United last season, all off the bench. 3 goals, a massive impact in that time. Toranzo. Savitsky, the Filipino international, intercepted though by Goad. Does really well to keep the ball and is bundled over and wins the foul. Grace Ma, Western United's new signing from Canberra United. It's a little bit too much force on that challenge. Lana Murphy. Back from Goad. Murphy goes for the long-range strike. She's got that in her locker, Alana Murphy, but perhaps tries it a little bit too often. The exuberance of youth, perhaps. Johnson gets away from her defender. Tries to play in Ligazo, but it's Jess Nash who gets back in time. Rankin up the line, looking for Aquino. Papadopoulos gets there first, but Aquino wins the ball, looks to play it in early, can't hit a target. That's that determination from Korea Aquino. Still learning her way at this level, only her 2nd professional game, Korea Aquino, but what she showed at MPL level for Burundara was spectacular. 31 goals in 20 games, an exceptional strike rate. Morrison plays it up to Goad. Out wide, but can't find the pass. And Western United on the counter-attack. A little bit scrappy from both sides at the moment. Victory thought they'd come away with it, but Western United win the foul. Jess Nash protests out there at right back, but it'll be the team in green who win possession. Grace Ma takes the free kick. That's a familiar sight in the Liberty A-League. We're so used to seeing it in the green of Canberra, not the green of Western United. A 2nd appearance for a new club today. Canberra United academy player from Canberra. She did play 2 seasons for the opposition Melbourne Victory. But the move to Western at centre back this season. Blanich finds his teammate, but again intercepted. Neither team really able to get a proper handle on possession at the moment. Savitsky trying to change that. Plays it out wide to Blanich. Back to Savitsky. Lana Cern. Toranzo. Again, though, good work by Murphy. We'll see an overlapping run from Rankin. Can she find a target? Tries to find Biddy Goad in a foot race with Papadopoulos. Well, Goad got the foot in, but trickled out harmlessly for a goal kick.
Well done! Somebody's got to tell her. Well done! Encourage her.
Well, that's Jeff Hopkins you can hear forming a soundtrack to this match in the background. just telling his team to encourage Aquino, let her know that she's doing the right thing. The 24-year-old Japanese player. Dallas State with the goal kick. Her second start for Western United today, the goalkeeper. Spent last season as backup to the American Hillary Beale, who it's rumoured is re-signing for Western United, but hasn't happened as of yet. So Dallas State still in goals for Western United. Rachel Lowe, side foots it wide. Options lining up in the middle for Victory. Can they be found? All the way back to the midfield. Just not able to find players at the moment, Victory. Paige Zoyce. Hannah Keane tracking all the way back to win that one.
Well done, Beth. Get across it, Kayla. Well done. Yes, yes. Get it in the box. Today's the day for that.
Perhaps the wind just impacting the play at the moment. You can hear Hopkins just saying, get it in the box, today's the day for that, and maybe hoping for the breeze to carry across into the back of the net, keepers, defenders to misread the flight of the ball. Emma Checker contributing 7 of those 284 Matildas caps in the squads today. It's Beattie Goad out wide for the overlapping run of Rankin. Rankin back to Goad, but Hannah Keane tracking all the way back. Goad does well to keep it in though. Rankin, well, that was asking far too much for Beattie Goad.
Jamila, you did well done, that's good. Hey, you've got a little bit of time, maybe you can get the ball.
Rankin being encouraged to cross. 1 cap from the Matildas for her, Jamila Rankin. Known more as a left-sided centre-back, but is playing left-back for Melbourne Victory this season.
You want your square, you want your square.
Aquino to Lowe. Lowe will fire it for Weiner, but intercepted by Vlanic. Taranto now in some space, looking for the run of Legazzo. Legazzo can't get there ahead of Checker. And Melbourne Victory will concede the first corner of this game. Well, it was a good ball through, and Chloe Legazzo still looking quick. The 28-year-old, 55 caps for the Matildas. It's her 92nd appearance in the A-League Women's this afternoon. Corner to be delivered by Vlanic. Ball in swinging corner, but over the crossbar harmlessly. And Victory will have a goal kick. And those are the situations. If Vlanic and the other set-piece takers can get them on target, they will cause havoc this afternoon because it is a very windy day. They're very difficult for goalkeepers to deal with, for defenders to read. Quick free kick taken. Looking to be chased down by Wynett. Wynett, she gets there, goes to ground. Nothing doing for the referee. Not too many appeals as well. Vlanic did really well just to get her body in the way. Prevent Wynett from getting in behind. Savitsky plays it all the way back to Dallas State. But intercepted in midfield. Low, nice turn. Looking for Aquino. Aquino in the penalty area. Career Aquino. Nice save from Melissa Deloste. Victory, they'll win the corner, but just for a moment, it looked like Aquino might have a sniff of her first goal. It was a lovely turn from Rachel Lowe. Aquino finding space in the box, but Dallas stays smartly out to it. She had to be. Opportunity not over, though. Melbourne victory. Beatty Goad getting ready to take this corner. Ball in at the front post, gone all the way to the back. Header, and it's gone in. Emma Checker. Melbourne victory. Get scoring underway. A corner, beat everyone, found Checker at the back post, and it's 1-0 victory. Well, we'll take a look at the replay. It's just beaten everyone, looped over Dallas State, and Emma Checker celebrates. She was unmarked as well. Adriana Taranto misread the ball. And Emma Checker, her first goal of the season. And victory, well, they're underway. Well, it's been a game, a few chances so far. We wondered if the wind would cause those opportunities from set pieces, and so it proved. Looked as if there was just some confusion at the front post. It bounced over everyone. Checker was unmarked. Nice header. Nothing Dallas State could do.
Well done. Take your time now. Get it set up.
Emma Checker's second goal for Melbourne victory, her fourth in the A-League Women's. Not usually a goal-scoring threat, Checker, but he's always in and around the place for set pieces. Sometimes that's all it takes, right place, right time. Here she is on the ball again, at centre back. Forced back by that Western United press. Western United now with work to do in front of their home crowd. A goal down. Still, it's been a game of a few chances so far. You certainly wouldn't say that they're out of it. Especially not with this player on the pitch, the Garzo. Looking to drive forward and find options. She finds one in Taranto. But Goad and Zoyce just push her off the ball. Rankin does really well to keep her feet. But Adriana Taranto not going away. Lovely turn from Beatty Goad. Aquino looks to switch play, but a bit too much on it for Nash.
Tuck over, Mert. Tuck over. Relation to the ball. On you go, a little bit more. A little bit more. Just be aware of the Garzo. Talk to Miller.
Blanage just looking for teammates. She finds Johnson. And Blanage bundled over by Weiner. Maybe that enthusiasm that Jeff Hopkins was talking about last week on show there by the American.
Pass on to Jess. Well done. No switch. Good. And pressure.
Down the line by Ma. Finds Johnson. No, able to be cut out by Zoyce. In a deeper role today, Paige Zoyce. Western United crossing the ball in. So we take a look at the replay of that foul by Weiner. Just a little bit too much enthusiasm from her. Cern looking for a teammate, going on an adventure, the centre-back there. But Victory able to intercept. Western United so far just lacking that cutting edge. They had a half chance, a ball through to the Garzo that created a corner, but Vlanic's corner not able to amount to anything, and on a day where set pieces may be quite important, as seen by Melbourne Victory's goal. Ball in by Goad. And a goal kick for Western United against the protestations of Melbourne Victory and Korea Aquino. On a day where set pieces might be quite important, that opportunity that was wasted by Western United earlier might come back to haunt them. So we take a look at that. Hard to tell from that replay if the referee got that one right, but Victory have won the ball back straight away anyhow. It's Wynett on the edge of the area looking for Lowe. Still have the ball, Nash to Lowe. Lowe, ball in, Aquino. Cleared by Cern, and another goal kick for Western United, another contested goal kick. A few less protests this time. It was a lovely turn from Lowe. Aquino just not able to get in front of Cern. The future Matilda, Alana Cern, her first A-League women's season last time, one of a number of Calder United contingent in this Western United side. Murphy, back to Morrison. Victory look to keep possession and played out from the back, maybe just calm things down a little bit. A period of sustained possession, you'd imagine, would do them good. Aquino applying the press. Papadopoulos able to beat Goad. Now a neat 1-2 with the Garzo. Papadopoulos looking for forward run of Keane. Garzo throw in for Keane, but muscled off the ball. Don't say that too often about Hannah Keane. It's Aquino against Cern. Cern does well again. And Western able to keep the ball. Papadopoulos intercepted once more. Zois will just play it back to her captain. Rankin, long ball in. Can hear the encouragement from Hopkins. Great ball. That's what he wants more of on a day like today. Murphy being pressured by the Garzo, gets the ball away. Neat little 1-2 with Rankin. Murphy will whip the cross in, looking for the back post, deflection. Out for a corner. And it was Rachel Lowe on the volley who came so close to doubling Melbourne Victory's lead. It was nice work from Alana Murphy and Rachel Lowe, her less favoured left foot as well. And you wonder, had that not taken a deflection, if that was flying into the bottom corner.
Nothing comes out. Talk to Paige now, talk to Paige.
Well, Victory, they scored from a corner earlier. They have another one. Ball in. Aquino misses it. Keane able to clear. Well, Hannah Keane, she was doing the job defensively for Western United just then, but last season's Golden Boot winner, 14 goals in 20 appearances in her first season in the Liberty A-League. Not her first season in Australia. She played in the NPL Victoria for Alamein in 2016. Was passed up by clubs then, and when Western United entered the competition, Mark Torcaso gave her a call and said, "How do you feel about coming back to Melbourne?" She said, "Not a problem." 14 goals later, says it was a good decision.
Stay central! Stay central!
Victory happy to take their time playing out from the back. Rankin being pressured by Keane. She'll play the ball central to Lowe.
Step in, one of you. Good. Well done, Rachel.
Well, a bit of action on this sideline between Wynett and Chloe Ligazzo. Ligazzo not liking something that was said, or maybe Wynett made a late challenge. Either way, they'll have plenty of time in this game to talk it out. If you are just joining us, Melbourne Victory lead through an Emma Checky goal. Marked at the back post from a corner. Just take a look at this incident here. The assistant referee having to get in the middle of that. Chloe Ligazzo just not enjoying Wynett's attempt to win the ball. She's certainly not known for taking a backward step, is Ligazzo. And on all evidence that we've seen of Mackenzie Wynett so far, I don't think she would either. We'll take a look at this, called for a goal kick again. Well, there is an argument to say that came off Cern. There's been a few of those so far called as goal kicks that were 50-50s. You can see Melbourne Victory certainly have created the opportunities so far. 4 shots. Western United still unable to get a shot away. They're just struggling to get away from midfield at the moment, Western United, when they do have possession. Those penetrating runs just not happening at the moment for Western. Blanic looking for a run, but not able to find a teammate on that occasion. Goad being pressured by 3 Western United defenders. They all converged on her at once, and she comes away with the foul. Three appearances for the Matildas. Beattie Goad back in 2021. She played for Stanford University and has also played in Germany and Spain. Very storied career already for Beattie Goad, and only 26 years of age. One of the strongest left boots in the competition, although Alana Janchevsky of Adelaide probably begs to differ. But very strong down that left flank for Melbourne Victory as a result, as they drive forward once more. But cleared away. Murphy. And a ball intercepted by Vlanic, but all the way back to Checker, the goal scorer. We'll take a look at the foul count now. 3 for Western United, 1 for Melbourne Victory. It's seemed maybe a little bit more niggly than that foul count would suggest. I wonder how much that will grow as the game goes on. It's good to hear the crowd getting involved as well. Western United's first home game of the season, and it is the home team on the charge now. Taranto driving forward, and he's brought down on the edge of the area. No foul given by the referee, though. And Victory will have an opportunity in transition themselves. Beatty Goad looking for Aquino, who turns away from her marker. Aquino back out to Goad. Goad cross in, but cleared by Western United's defence. They managed to prevent that opportunity, and now they'll charge for themselves. Game opening up. Adriana Taranto looking for options, finds Johnson. It's got Taranto and Keane in the box. Legazo lurking as well. Ball in, and sails harmlessly out. Well, suddenly the game sprung into life a little bit. Here's the foul that wasn't given. A great tackle, all ball there. Good decision by the referee. Then Melbourne Victory went on the charge themselves. Paige Zoyce releasing a player, and then Western United came all the way back. So the game just beginning to open up a little bit now. This is Melbourne Victory in possession themselves, but Beatty Goad gives away the throw-in. Papadopoulos looking for options from the throw. Well, a bit of a skewed throw-in. I'm not quite sure that's where she intended it to go. And Aquino tried to find Lowe. It will find the feet of Lowe eventually, but her ball sailing over Wynett. It is fantastic to see Rachel Lowe playing starting games for Melbourne Victory. She revealed at the end of last season that she'd been struggling with post-viral fatigue for Sydney FC last season. So it's great to see her back firing and fully fit as Western United. Vlanic, well, a dangerous ball in. Lindy Williams dealt with it well. Not sure if Vlanic was attempting a shorter across there, but either way, a vital grab for Williams to make. She made no mistake. And whether or not it was intended to be a shot or a cross, it was Western United's first shot on target of the game. Maybe a much-needed boost as we enter the latter stages of this first half. Ball in from Victory, headed away. Although on-running Paige Zoyce has a pop. Well, she can hit them from distance as well. We see it so often in the Victorian NPL. Wide on that occasion, certainly worth a go, especially in this wind. Very difficult for goalkeepers to read. Western United now on the charge. Johnson driving into the penalty area, cross blocked away. And now they'll have another opportunity from a set piece. So we'll take a look at this shot from Vlanic on the left boot. It probably was a shot, to be fair. hoping to catch Lydia Williams out of position, but the experience of Williams always going to be covering her front post as this ball comes in. And out for a goal kick. Now it's Western United's turn to protest. They're adamant it was a corner. And it looks like the referee, Georgia Ghirardello, has reversed her decision. It will indeed be another Western United corner. We'll take a look at the replay so we can judge if that was the correct decision. Hannah Keane perhaps got the last touch, not sure about that one. And the ball bobbling around in the box from the corner, cleared away eventually by Melbourne Victory. They'll win the ball back from the throw. Danger areas there for Victory. They scored themselves from a corner, came very close to conceding from another. But they've managed to hold Western United out for now. Driving forward again through Papadopoulos, but Victory intercept once more. And the ball is cleared. Let's have a look again at this scramble. Williams not able to clear. It was Kayla Morrison who came back and cleared off the line, the Melbourne Victory captain. That is the role of a captain. Get back in those situations. She did so with aplomb there. Of course, the 27-year-old American has Australian citizenship now. There is some suggestion that perhaps one day she may want to change her international allegiances, but that's all academic for now. Ligazzo looking to strike, shot blocked away. Rankin finds Goad. Victory, though, not able to hold possession, and now Western United enjoying a nice little spell here, probably the best spell of the game. But Beattie Goad puts an end to that. Looks to play a ball over the top to Aquino. Easy enough for Ma to deal with. Cern. Ligazzo trying to get away from Rankin, but it beats both of them. It'll be a Victory throw. You can see the wind, the way that it's impacting the uniforms at the moment. The corner flags. It's very difficult to play in these conditions, but it's very difficult to defend as well, more importantly. Especially those balls into the box. Morrison, an important boot in. Ligazzo was lurking. Papadopoulos gets the rebound, but can't get the follow through. Of course, if you're wondering why it seems like there are two Tarantos on the pitch, that's because there are twins, Adriana and Mel. Wearing the number 15 and 16 in midfield for Western United. Adriana tends to be the one further forward. Both scored a goal apiece last season. Savitsky doing well, playing it off to Keane, but being driven back all the way back to Cern. Ball forward now, Taranto driving into space. Taranto shoots, blocked away, and Goad there to clean up. Just able to find a little bit more space now, Western United. Now here's Papadopoulos driving into the penalty area. But again, Victory getting bodies back, able to prevent anything really clear-cut. Let's take a look at this again. Mel Taranto getting the shot away. Not a bad option from there. Well, the passing accuracy indicates a very even game at the moment, which is certainly what we're seeing play out on the pitch. Goad, ball in. Well, an important header because Aquino was lurking. Although the offside flag was up regardless. Taranto encouraged to dribble. And dribble she does against Zoyce, who a little bit too rough on her opposing number. Gives away the foul. Well, with 5 minutes of regulation time to go in this first half, it's a goal to Emma Checker that separates the two sides. Western United hoping they can use this opportunity to go into the half on parity at least. Cern whipping it in. Cleared away just about. Rachel Lowe in some space. She's got Aquino ahead of her. But runs in to the Western United defence, who'll drive forward up this far side. Carly Johnson taking on one-on-one. Johnson still going. Ball in. But too narrow of an angle for Williams. Called as a goal kick. Western United were appealing for a corner, saying that Lydia Williams had touched it before it went out, but referee judging that the entire ball had gone out of play before Williams touched it. Hannah Keane looking to switch play, but pass intercepted. Although it comes to nothing for Victory. Hannah Keane's role has been very interesting today. She's playing almost as a right midfielder. Very unfamiliar for her. Carly Johnson. Ball in, but ball out. And that'll be a corner for Western United. One thing that has been consistent for Western United has been the runs of Johnson on that flank. She's been good today. Carly Johnson. Corner, a short corner, delivered in, and now the ball will come back into the box. Legazzo's header, just wide. Well, the interesting variation from Western United there almost paid off because Legazzo did win the header, just couldn't direct it on target. We'll take a look at this again. It was a nice ball in, just not quite the pace or direction required to challenge Lydia Williams. We take a look, that total shots count has entirely turned around. Western United probably having the better of the last 10-15 minutes or so, but Victory with another opportunity. Betty Goad on the ball out wide on this left flank. Rankin overlapping. She'll deliver a ball into the box. Cleared away just about. Although Goad was lurking, you can see how difficult it is to judge in that wind. Western United being put under some pressure here. Too much pressure, says referee Georgia Ghirardello.
She's in behind you. Careful. Hey, screen. Half and half. Tight.
Will Western United have one more opportunity before half-time? We've received word that there'll be one additional minute. So that gives Western United a little bit of time to attempt to equalise before the half. But either way, there's been so many encouraging signs for them just in this last 15-20 minutes or so. They've looked the better side really since they conceded that goal. Morrison happy to play it to her centre-back partner in Checker, who's happy to return it in kind.
Watch your back. Taylor, in you go. Taylor, get yourself back in there. Straight in, come on. No chances.
Well, Western United win possession. Charging up this far side is Johnson again. Carly Johnson, what can she create here? Ball in, but headed away once more. Victory getting back in numbers, making sure they don't concede that last minute equaliser in the half. Now they'll have one last opportunity perhaps. Jess Nash. Well, that will be that for this half one, where Melbourne Victory have the lead thanks to an Emma Checker goal from a corner. Melbourne Victory came out of the blocks the strongest side, but Western United certainly built into it as the half went on. At half-time, it's Western United 0, Melbourne Victory 1. Welcome back to City Vista Recreation Reserve, where Melbourne Victory, the away side, lead Western United 1-0, thanks to a goal from Emma Checker. It's been a relatively even game. Melbourne Victory probably starting the better of the two sides, and Western United coming into the game as it went on. We'll take a look at this goal. Just beat everyone at the front post, and then Checker, a free header at the back post, looped over Alyssa Dallor staying in goal. And it gave Melbourne Victory the lead. At that point, a very well-deserved one. But Western United certainly coming back into the game as the minutes wore on. You could see almost a sense of shock on Emma Checker's face. Her fourth goal in her A-League women's career, a career of 134 games. So not used to seeing the ball in the back of the net from her. But no doubt a very welcome one nonetheless. Western United, well, trying to warm back up. A very cold day, a rainy, a wet day in Melbourne this afternoon. And that wind certainly has impacted this game. Balls in the box, very difficult to deal with. Carly Johnson looks like she's feeling the cold a little bit. Grew up in New South Wales. And there's the Western United's Brain Trust, Mark Tuakazo with his assistant, Helen Winterburn. Coach of the Year last season, Mark Tuakazo, just preparing to head out with his Philippines team as well for the international break. Has a dual role this season as head coach of the Philippines women's national team. A tough act to follow after their success at the World Cup, winning their first game. Well, the weather hasn't stopped the fans from coming out in force this afternoon. Always good to see. But rather than wearing their hats, they're wearing their beanies and their scarves. Alana Cern just having a word to one of Mark Tuakazo's players for the Filipino national team, Jacqueline Savitsky. Born in Canada, representing the country of her mother's birth. as the players get ready to get this second half underway. It's Chloe Legarzo standing over the ball, starting for the first time for Western United today. And she will get us underway in this second half. Melbourne Victory currently leading Western United 1-0. But Western United, they'll be out to get that equaliser and more if they can in this game. Kelly Johnson certainly has looked lively on that flank. The ball will come to her early, but her ball back to Vlanic, just too much on it. Nash, long throw up the line. Can't find Aquino. It's hacked out by Grace Maher. She's a real technician on the ball, Grace Maher. Certainly an interesting choice. She signed for Western United knowing that she would be in that centre-back role alongside Alana Cern. Quite small centre-back combination as well. It was always going to be a little bit of a risk from things like set pieces and in the air. But the idea behind the signing was to give Western United more options on the ball and more paths to go, more possession. Mark Torcaso talked throughout the week of that he was quite pleased with the way that they held the ball against Perth. In fact, if you look at the XG, if you are a believer in such things, they actually created more XG than Perth last week in their 2-0 loss. Now, what's happened in back play here? Aquino's gone down under the weight of Vlanic. Vlanic confused. Aquino appealing, but she's back on her feet. We'll have to take a look at a replay just to see what happened in back play there. Well, Aquino has just run into Vlanic and then, well, she's lashed out at Vlanic. Referees didn't see it. There wasn't too much force in it, but she did lash out. And that could be a real talking point as this game goes on. She just looked like she kicked out at Vlanic while she was on the ground. It was very soft, but it certainly was there. But it is play on nonetheless. So we'll see Vlanic and Aquino go to ground. Is this the same incident? Well, we'll see if we can get another replay of that lashing out from Aquino. Meanwhile, Victory on the ball, Nash. Ball in. Cleared away, it'll be another throw for Nash. Blocked away though. Western United putting in defensive work and Taranto is rewarded. A throw in for Western. Legarzo just looked to push Nash out of the way in her eagerness to win the ball and has given away a foul in the process. Melbourne Victory, a very dangerous area for a free kick. Of course, scored their goal in this game from a set piece. And there's Emma Checker getting right back involved. And that was the foul from Legarzo. So it'll be the left foot of Beattie Goad and the right of Alana Murphy standing over this free kick. Murphy will leave it for Goad. Ball in swinger. Just can't quite dip enough to challenge Del State. Nice idea from Beattie Goad. Just didn't quite get the dip that it needed. Cern up against Lowe, does well. A a real success story of this team, Alana Cern, as are many of the Western United players. She played for Calder United, was called up in that inaugural season last time out, and made such an impression that she's now part of the Future Matildas program, training full-time with other players. And had Western United not come into the league, she may not have ever gotten her chance at this level. So certainly one of those players that's benefited from the expansion of the competition. Of course, this season, 12 teams, the biggest ever, a full home and away season for the first time. Certainly an exciting time to be a young player in Australia. Nash has her attempted ball up to Wynett, blocked away. She'll take the throw quickly to Aquino. Aquino's ball in, ineffective. And Daloste able to gather. Ligazzo dropping deep to win the ball. Her pass almost intercepted, though, by Beattie Goad. But now that's created some space for Western to run into. Papadopoulos. A pass inside to Taranto. Taranto, ball in. No one at the back stick. Just over the head of Charlie Johnson. The ball's still in. Players assuming that it was just going to roll out of play. It didn't. It's one of those things you're always told as a junior, isn't it? Play the whistle. Everyone just seemed to stop there, but it's ended up with a Melbourne victory throw in the end anyway. And have a look at those trees in back play there. The wind is really playing a part in this game. Wynett. Intercepted by Ma. Western United win the throw. Well, two victory players just ran into each other then. They did manage to get the ball away. It was Checker and Nash. And now Vlanic in a bit of strife. After some contact, she looks in a bit of pain here, clutching at her knee. Just a contact injury, we hope. And she is back up on her feet. Murphy certainly did barrel into her, but she is back up. It's always that moment of panic when you see a player clutching their knee like that, but just a bit of contact by Murphy. Now, she's on the ball here. Vlanic whips across in, just over the head of the Garzo. Williams does well to gather.
Open up, then come on, open up! Open up!
Checker playing the ball out. Well, we'll take a look at the possession. Very even game in terms of the possession stat. Both teams wanting to hold the ball, wanting to play with more possession. Mentioned earlier about that signing of Grace Maher and what Tuakazo says that she can bring to this Western United team. Melbourne Victory also wanting to play the ball along the deck, wanting to keep possession, play their passes. And certainly makes for a higher quality game when we see those styles. As Wynett brought to ground by Johnson. And now a shot on the edge of the area from Wynett, just wide of the post by the American. Well, she thought she scored last week before it was called back for a Rachel Lowe offside. And she came so close to scoring her first here, just driving into the box, finding space on her left boot, trying to curl it into that top corner. Didn't quite have the bend that it needed. Now a nice touch from Lowe. It's brought to ground, but a 50-50 says the referee. Western United trying to make something happen here, but ball goes out for a throw. Wynett almost able to get in to shut that ball down there. Western United just about quick enough. Lanich back into midfield. Well, I was just praising Ma's passing range. That ball almost straight to Williams. But it's Papadopoulos who intercepts. Western United charging forward. Not able to find options ahead. Still keep possession. Ligazzo has dropped a little bit deeper in this half. Ball cut out by Rankin. Papadopoulos, the Western United right back, with the throw to Keane. And out for another throw. This is the kind of situation where a long throw specialist would be so useful. You can imagine in the wind, that would cause all sorts of chaos, but Western United don't have one to hand, and Melbourne Victory will win the ball back. Aquino against Cern. Cern goes to ground, but manages to keep the ball. Fantastic work from Cern again. It's been very good today, Alana Cern. Victory playing it forward. Cut out though by Ma, who'll launch it forward into green grass. Almost like a rugby union field possession kick, that one, but ball just goes back to Victory. Taranto. Ball intercepted by Nash. Lowe trying to get involved, but Mel Taranto does well. And Carly Johnson trying to turn away. Victory win the throw. Lowe to Wynett. Lanish clears. TJ Vlanic, 7 caps for Serbia. She actually played in Serbia with Canberra United's Vesna Milivojevic in 2022 for Spartak Subotica before returning to the A-League Women for Western United. Played her football before then for Melbourne City before making the switch. Well, Lanich and Aquino certainly in a bit of a battle here. A little bit of afters there from Aquino. I'll tell you what, Aquino so far is showing that she's not one to take a backward step whatsoever. A top competitor. 31 goals in the NPL Victoria for Booundara Eagles in 2023. Player of the season, which you would be with that kind of return. Very difficult not to be. She was fantastic and now leading the line for Melbourne victory as Beattie Goad charges forward. Goad shot blocked. Victory holding possession. Paige Zoyce has a pop from distance. Zoyce just over the crossbar. Well, with Paige Zoyce and Alana Murphy in your midfield, you will see a lot of those long shots, and why not? Was always rising on that occasion, but they're good for one or two a season, and you never know when they're going to be. You always got to keep your eyes peeled on Victory's midfield. Beattie Goad. Twisting, turning, looking for options, plays back to Murphy. Rankin. Can hear cries of switch from Hopkins, and they do so here. Ball into the middle. Almost finding Wynett at the back post. But Mel Taranto does really well just to stand tall and hold off the run. Take a look at this ball in. Alana Murphy, really dangerous, teasing ball. Victory players just not able to get on the end of it. Aquino searching for that ball, can't find it. Goad trying to turn away, and how good is it to see that full grandstand there at City Vista. It's allegedly a summer season, but fans in scarves and beanies, and a shot from distance from Murphy. Well, it was flagged earlier. Murphy and Zoyce love a long shot. Just too high on that occasion. Goad looking to find Aquino, but cut out by Savitsky. Rachel Lowe almost closing down. Zoyce missing out, and now space to run into for Western United. Vlanic. In acres of green grass here. TJ Vlanic driving forward. Who can she find? She finds Johnson. Johnson trying to get past the defender, but Jess Nash does really well to close her down. And it will be a goal kick for Melbourne victory. Congratulated by her centre-back checker. It was fantastic defending from the youngster. Another example of why Jess Nash is so highly rated, only 19 years of age. Won a cap for the Matildas back in 2021, started at centre-back against the US alongside Courtney Nevin. It certainly was a baptism of fire for the youngster. She's formerly of Canberra United and Sydney FC as well. Certainly found a home at Melbourne victory in that right-back position. Ball forward to Aquino. Just not able to get away from Grace Maher. Wynett, heavy touch. Johnson goes to ground, but play on. And she will receive the ball. Carly Johnson driving forward against Nash once more. Johnson into the box, and Nash again does well. Well, these two teams played in a friendly at the home of the Matildas a couple of weeks before the season began. And that battle between Carly Johnson and Jess Nash, two young Matildas teammates, was always likely to be an important one. At the moment, Jess Nash coming off the better. Short corner for Western. It'll be Grace Ma on her left, blocked by Goad. Taranto trying to get a hold on it, but Wynett clears it out for a throw. Adriana Taranto been busy today. Vlanich with the throw to Taranto, who attempts to get the ball in and wins a corner instead. Taranto, one arm in the air, delivers. Teasing corner, and it's gone in the back of the net. Western United have their equaliser. Melissa Taranto will claim it. A wonderful corner, caused all cause of havoc. And Western United make it 1-1. Well, we'll take a look at this again. It was Mel Taranto who got the final touch, it looks like. Although really, it was Lydia Williams just failing to get a glove on it. Adriana Taranto with the delivery. It's always difficult in this wind. It was always going to play a part in these games. Both goals as a result of corners. And we are back on level footing, 1-1. Thanks to that goal from Mel Taranto, her second in the A-League Women's. Well, immediately on the attack again, Western United. Callie Johnson has a pop from distance. And you can see 4 shots on target each. It's been an even game. Western United have toiled hard for their goal. You can't say they don't deserve it. It really is anyone's game from here.
Good. Get higher, Emma. Higher, Emma. Good.
Oh, Melbourne victory now. They were staring down 20-25 minutes of defending a lead, but now they'll have to score again if they want to walk away with all 3 points. Both teams not creating an awful lot from open play. It's been one of those games. Lowe does well. Plays it out to Wynett. Wynett will go herself. Mackenzie Wynett. A shot from distance. It was almost curling. A good idea from Wynett on her left boot. 2 appearances for OL Reign in 2023. Wynett just got away from Vlanich there. Unleashes the shot herself. Couldn't quite curl it into the corner. Western United on the charge. Hannah Keane looking for the Garzo. It's not quite quick enough, is the Garzo. And you wonder now when both managers will look to the bench. Wynett. Again, driving forward Wynett against Vlanich. Mackenzie Wynett into the penalty area. Look to square it. Vlanich does really well. And in the second time of asking managers to get it away. Of course, for Melbourne victory, Elise Callan-Knight on the bench, 115 cap Matilda. They could use her experience to close out this game if she is ready. You would imagine she wouldn't be on the bench if she wasn't ready. Goad wins it from Cern. Aquino offside. And that'll add to her frustration. Weston playing it out from the back. Toranzo. Johnson against Nash. Still driving forward. Carly Johnson shoots on her right. Wide of the post. Nice idea from Carly Johnson. Just couldn't hit the target. Both teams being put under pressure as they play out from the back, and you wonder, as this game goes on, how much fatigue will start to play a role. Whether we'll begin to see some more miss-hit passes and some more of that pressure paying off. Western United, for their part, on their bench, Emma Rovers, a stalwart of this team since inception. Kiwa Hieda, an exciting forward from Japan. Lucy Richards would be making her debut, another one of these Calder United players. Julia Sato, a defender as well. As Carly Johnson comes away with the ball, Johnson will shoot. Always wide. She probably had more time than she thought there. And we will see a substitution now, and it will be Emma Rovers entering the field of play. As well as, it looks like, for Melbourne Victory, Sarah Apollonia getting ready to enter as well. And it's Chloe Ligazzo who come off for Western United. Well, not quite at her best, as you can imagine. Not quite match fit just yet, but how exciting is it to see Chloe Ligazzo back starting in the Liberty A-League, her first start in this competition since 2020. But not quite ready for 90 minutes just yet, so she's replaced by Emma Rovers. It was Rachel Lowe who came off the pitch for Melbourne Victory as well. Oh, wonderful turn from Alana Murphy. My goodness. And it's released Beatty Goad, who's gone across into the box. Wynett just not able to get there in time to direct her header on target. And it looks like she's been cleaned up as well by Williams. Well, we'll take a look at this piece of skill from Alana Murphy. Wow, how about that? 18 years of age, a Melbourne Victory junior. It was Jamila Rankin on that flank who whipped the ball in. Mackenzie Wynett coming so close to being able to tap it in at the back post. It was just beyond her. And cleaned up for her troubles as well by Alyssa Dalloste. Flanich. All the way back to Ma. We'll play it back to Dalloste. Oh, intercepted high up the pitch again. Melbourne Victory. Driving forward now, Rankin looking to square it for Aquino, but it's cut out by Cern. Murphy, ball for Aquino. Is she onside? Not this time. Not quite been her day today, Korea Aquino. Hannah Keane does really well to escape the attentions of Rankin. Still going here, Hannah Keane, last season's Golden Boot winner. Now Carly Johnson against Nash. Johnson cuts inside. Can't escape the attentions of the defence. She goes to ground, but nothing doing. Good defending again from Jess Nash. Well, they would have faced each other countless times in training for the young Matildas, Jess Nash and Carly Johnson. And Jess Nash just having the better of her opponent at the moment. Cern driving forward, finds Mel Taranto, the goal scorer for Western United. We see confirmation of that Melbourne Victory substitution. Sarah D'Apollonia coming on for her second appearance. And Rachel Lowe making way. Checker, long ball. Flanich gets in the way. Just hoiks it out of play. And another substitution here. And it's a big one for Melbourne Victory because Elise Kellon-Knight is getting ready to enter the field of play. 238 days since she injured her Achilles. The Matilda is back on the park for Melbourne Victory. 115 caps for the Matildas. An experienced head in that midfield for Victory. She will be a key part of their team going forward, and it's fantastic to see her back out on the pitch. Of course, she had those injury troubles before last season. Made her return, was beginning to work her way back into her best form, and then an Achilles injury cut her season and her World Cup dreams short. But now she is back. We hope to see her back to her best form as soon as she can. Victory made another sub, as well as the goal scorer from last week, Ella O'Grady, who came on the pitch to replace Korea Aquino. Taranto intercepts. But now, Victory, well, heavy touch from D'Apollonia. Hannah Keane, neat little 1-2. Can't get in front of Rankin. Well, Victory trying to get away. Flagged for a Western United free kick. Got a player in a little bit of strife in back play, Taranto. Mel Taranto, the goal scorer, in fact. It was Ella O'Grady who looks like she just tugged on Grace Ma's shirt and then cleaned up Mel Taranto in the follow-through. Only just subbed on to the pitch, Ella O'Grady, 18-year-old, her second appearance in the A-League Women's. Again, just that youthful exuberance and enthusiasm. Oh, Melbourne Victory driving forward again. It's Betty Goad, flagged offside. There's been a few of those in this second half for Melbourne Victory. And that's a testament, of course, to Western United's defensive organisation. They would have trained for that high line, catching players offside. They've done so well today. We're talking of things the teams would have trained. Victory's high press coming off there. O'Grady chasing that one down on March. She wins the ball back, O'Grady. Fantastic work from the youngster. She'll find Murphy. Quick feet for Alana Murphy, but out for a throw. Jess Nash to whine it. Comes away to Murphy, who goes down between two defenders, but Victory still have the ball. Whine it. Beats a couple. Whine it. Wonderful work from her. Murphy all the way back to Kellon Knight. What can she produce? Little dink into the penalty area. Keane clears, but Apollonia with the strike. And just wide. Well, that would have been something. And Sarah Apollonia played for Peninsula Power in the Queensland NPL last season. In fact, played in the Queensland v Victoria game that occurred at the home of the Matildas before the season. Obviously something Jeff Hopkins liked from that game because signed her after then. Kellon Knight. Ball into the box from Code, spilled by Dallas State. It'll be a corner for Melbourne Victory. And Dallas State was lucky there was no one at the back post because she spilled the ball, not able to take a clean grab, but Apollonia not able to arrive on time. It'll be the left boot of Beatty Goad to deliver an in-swinging corner. Cleared at the front post, and a foul given. A little bit too much force from Wynett. Well, with 8 or so minutes of regulation time to go, scores are all level at City Vista. A goal to Emma Checker from a corner in the first half, cancelled out by a goal in the second to Mel Taranto. Nash throwing up the line. Cleared away. Wynett just collected on the way through.
Substitution for West United coming on. 15,
We'll see another substitution here for Western United. Kiwa Hieda preparing to come on the pitch. We'll just take a look at the knock to Mackenzie Wynett. Looked like a little bit of a contact injury there. She'll be okay. Well, Adriana Taranto, a good shift from her. It was her corner that created the opportunity for her twin sister to score, and Kiwa Hieda, a Japanese player, will enter the pitch, her second appearance. Played for Calder United in the 2023 Victorian NPL season. Actually signed from Preston United. She was very impressive, helping them to promotion in the VPL, the level below the NPL. Rather than staying with them in the NPL, she signed for Calder, looking for opportunities, as so many of these players have. Lucy Richards on the bench is another one of those players who signed in the hope of attaining a Western United contract from their time at Calder, and they were ultimately successful. Of course, that link between Calder United and Western United well known. Murphy. Play it back to Morrison. Be interesting to see how both sides approach this. I don't think either side will be too happy with a draw, as the ball delivered forward but cleared away. In saying that, of course, both goals coming from set pieces. It's been a game of very few clear-cut chances Not a lot created from open play, really. Certainly the windy conditions have impacted the way the game's gone. We see this challenge from Wynett on Johnson. Very good one. Well, a wonderful win in midfield for victory. Now Apollonia comes away with it. All the way wide to Wynett, who'll chase this one down. She's got space here, Wynett. Very tight angle, though. She'll cut back inside. Kenzie Wynett on her left, a shot. And straight into the gloves of Dallas State. It was fantastic work from Mackenzie Wynett. Probably the best opportunity that victory have created from open play. But the shot, unfortunately, too tame to challenge Dallas State. And the ball played forward and intercepted, and now Western United will have a chance to break. But too much on that ball from Keane to find Johnson. It's been fascinating seeing Keane's role in this game. She's played in a much deeper position than we're used to seeing her. Played almost as a 10 in this game. Very different. We're so used to seeing her as your traditional number 9, centre forward, but not today. Well, the victory player brought to ground. Referee Georgia Ghirardello will stop play. It's Ella O'Grady, who's just indicating that it might have been a head knock, so physio's required to come on the pitch and just do an assessment of O'Grady. Of course, with any other injury, players can wave the physios off, but with a head knock, it's taken out of the player's hands, as it should be. Western United driving forward. Taranto being pressured here by Victory, looking to turn the ball over. O'Grady is back on the pitch. Western United with space to run into. Vlanic. Long ball in from Vlanic. Headed away. Papadopoulos finds Hieda. She's a good dribbler, Hieda. What can she do here? Out for a corner. She is the kind of player who has potential to create something for Western United here, Hieda. Very good on the ball. Another one of these fantastic technical players from Japan. For anyone that watched them at the World Cup, they seem to have an abundance of them at the moment. So we see her take on Rankin here. Rankin did really well to get a foot in.
Ella, get goal side. Watch the ball. Where's the ball? Ball and player.
Corner delivered into the box, cleared away just about. A shot from distance from Mar and saved on the line. Is it? No, it's in. It's been bundled in by Western United, and it's Kiwa Hieda, her first A-League women's goal in the dying stages of regulation time in this game. Western United, they take the lead. Lydia Williams down in back plate as a result of this scramble. It was Hannah Keane who took the shot, and then Hieta on the rebounds, able to tap it home. She is delighted with that. The first A-League women's goal for the substitute. But it was this shot from Hannah Keane that was so difficult for Williams to keep out, and then unfortunately just caught in the follow-through. Well, there will be a delay because Lydia Williams still down in back plate. So experienced, the Matilda, 110 A-League women's appearances, 102 Matilda's caps. Well, while Lydia Williams is being tended to, we can announce there were 2,200 supporters at City Vista this afternoon. Fantastic attendance given the conditions, rainy, windy, typical Melbourne weather, of course. But there is some concern for Lydia Williams in back plate. Of course, City Vista, Western United home game, plenty of Western United fans out in force. Again, it's summer season, but fans out in their hoodies and their beanies, hot drinks as well. And Macheka just signalling for a substitution here. Miranda Templeman is the goalkeeper on the bench for Melbourne Victory. This would be her 5th A-League women's appearance. Her 4th for Melbourne Victory, the other one coming for Adelaide in 2021-22. But this is very concerning for Williams. Well, Ava Brightus will come on the pitch as well for Alana Murphy. One last push, you would imagine, from Jeff Hopkins in these 4 minutes of stoppage time, which now will be extended by some weight due to this injury to Williams. Looks like an arm on the way through. Perhaps we'll have to wait and see the severity of that injury. Hopefully just a contact knock for Williams. But Miranda Templeman will make her way onto the pitch to replace her. And Melbourne Victory, well, they have 4 or so minutes to get back into this game, to get an equaliser. Round 1 last season, the last time these two sides met, Western United came out victorious. It was 1-0, a Jess McDonald goal. Could we see a similar result this afternoon? A goal to Kiwa Hieta, her first in the competition. Could be the difference, but Melbourne Victory will push hard here for the equaliser. We see a replay of this foul. Savitsky just brought down. Well, this is not where Melbourne Victory want the ball to be. Of course, we've passed the allotted 4 minutes of stoppage time, but there will be a few more added on thanks to that injury to Lydia Williams. So we could be looking at 7-8 minutes of stoppage time for Melbourne Victory. Oh, and some friendly fire there at close range That's a tough one to Emma Robers from Papadopoulos. Good friends, those two. Played together plenty at all levels. And that was a close range piece of friendly fire right in the face. Those ones sting. She's trying to laugh it off, but she's not fooling too many people. Those ones hurt. So it'll be a drop ball. Savitsky will play it to Keane, but they lose out. And now Victory will drive forward. Goad up the line looking for O'Grady. Out for a throw. Victory keep possession. Goad to Papadopoulos. They've got to find something here. Melbourne Victory, what can they produce? Morrison to Nash. Out wide to Wynett. Wynett will drive on her left, cross in, a header. And the Victory player's down. Stay will dive on the ball. And another opportunity repelled. Oh, Melbourne Victory, that might have been their last chance. You'd imagine there'd be at least another minute to come. But a good opportunity for them. They'll come again, though. Kellon Knight to Rankin. Bodies forward now in search of this equaliser. Ball over the top. And out for a goal kick. The bounce looked dangerous for Western United, but Victory not able to capitalise. We'll take a look at it on the replay. This ball in from Rankin. Well, Dapolonia and Wynett were both there, but over both of them. Well, we are at the mercy of referee Georgia Ghirardello. Melbourne Victory will be hoping just for one more minute, one more chance. Morrison. But that is full time. Western United victorious. A late winner to substitute. Kiwa Hieda is the difference. Well, Melbourne Victory, they started off the better side, but Western United grew into the game. They got better and better in windy conditions. And in the end, it's their substitute that made all the difference. Full time here at City Vista. It's Western United 2, Melbourne Victory 1. Well, we'll take a look back through the goals. Melbourne Victory struck first. Emma Checker from a corner. Right place, right time at the back post, able to loop her header over Alyssa Dalorstay. Lost her marker. Her fourth goal in her long A-League women's career. But then Western United hit back in the second half, a corner of their own. It was the Taranto twins combining Adriana with the corner and then Melissa with the goal. And that equalised things at that time. Both goals from corners, set pieces, the wind wreaking havoc. Victory not able to clear their lines. And then in the 90th minute, the shot from Keane. A good save initially from Williams, but Kiwa Hieda, the substitute in her second A-League women's appearance, gets the goal, gets the winner, and the absolute joy on her face. Western United, their first 3 points of the season, thanks to that late winner. Oh, look at the joy for those Western United players, and they earned it. More possession, more shots just in the end. It was a pretty even game, as you can see from the stats, but Western United with that little bit extra just to get that late winner and to secure victory. Well earned by them. And Melbourne Victory, 2 games still without a point. It's their worst run, in fact, since 2016. Well, it's been a pleasure having your company this afternoon. Hope you've enjoyed it wherever you've been listening. My name is Taryn Heddo. It ends here. Western United 2, Melbourne Victory 1.